there are a lot of people that get hacked and they lose all their money.
Yes.
Do you know what the reason was for? What was the attack vector, like the most
Okay.
frequent?
So the most frequent one I've touched on already, which is the Mars Stealer, or there's a new variant that comes out, and it's even more evil. But it's simply a script that is able to get your seed store file and your password and go home. That's as easy as it gets. It's low touch, very minor impact, and everyone trusts MetaMask too much. That's what I see the most. But you say the word hacked, and I see in the chat there's the word hacked being used a lot. But more generally speaking, you're not hacked. You're just either giving an allowance to a bad front end, which is common. Like, you don't pay attention, you just click forward on your device. You don't even look at the screen. You just like click, 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 and then off the allowance is given to the attacker, and the attacker then has a bot on the other end that says, "Great, now I have the allowance to drain all funds from the wallet," and scoops it all out with the next block. That I see as well. So the last one would be the social engineering and spear phishing exploits, right? Which are all very focused. It's like you go to a chat group and you want help with something, and someone pulls you aside and says, "Oh, look, it's me, Papa Boner. How you doing? You can see on my avatar, it's me. Pay no attention to the fact that I have really bad spelling and have kind of British English every once in a while and then American English somewhere else. I'm here to help you. What can I do you for?" "Well, I'm having this problem with my ledger, and I saw you on Furu Finance, and can you help me?" "Yeah, sure. Just give me your seeds, and then I'll be able to plug
Give
them
me your
in and
seed.
verify that they have not been compromised. You
Give me
know
your
me, Papa
seeds.
Boner. You can trust me, Papa Boner. It's me. Look at my avatar. Look at my..." So, and then people just somehow say, "Okay, right, here you go." That's another very common thing. Sometimes you just don't know why you're doing it, right? They have a very crafty way of manipulating you to get you to be typing things in. Another thing is typing your seeds into a keyboard to restore them into MetaMask. That's another big problem. Is that another exploit I see is that there's a keylogger on almost every system. And when you type in those seeds, guess what? Those are unencrypted and they go home to the attacker. And then you're sharing a wallet with that attacker again. So those are probably the big four that I'm seeing, but it's over and over again, especially people that either choose bad hardware wallets that are made in China, stray off the path, get creative, right? Or people that, and it's not just China, it's just like it's companies with very little financing that simply cannot keep up with really securing both hardware, software, and the thin client, the firmware for the actual device, and then the thin client that's actually on your phone. And when you actually start to branch out and use a phone for the interface, now you're opening up other threats and other stuff that this not poorly managed, but poorly funded company or up and coming company that's researching how to get their mind around how they're going to do passphrases, for example. They're ruining the whole math equation that you depend on to be safe, right? The ratio is off. What you're striving for, and I showed this in another video before a long time ago. This is exactly what you get with a passphrase with a 24-word seed phrase, right? And a passphrase with 100 characters. Just threw 100 characters out because that's the max for a ledger. You actually get the power on your side of somebody being able to find your independent wallet and to get your goodies, which is all this cryptography game is all about. The cryptocurrency is cryptography. Remember that, please. It's all about limiting the chance of somebody being able to find you in all this pool of math. So this is the biggest number that I know in crypto, right? When trying to secure somebody is the number 13 with 171 zeros after it. Now, a 24-word seed phrase alone, a 24-word seed phrase alone is actually this number that I can remember. This is a 24-word seed phrase, right? I've shown people this card a lot. Oh, there he goes. It's 14 quattuorvigintillion. You're 1 in 14 quattuorvigintillion. That means that attackers that are trying to brute force to get you on the blockchain and to guess what the 2048 words on the BIP39 compliant word list are going to actually find you and be able to access your wallet and hack you. So when you say the word hack, people get hacked. They're not getting hacked. They're allowing the bad guys in. They got the beautiful castle, huge portcullis, beautiful, huge, wide moat, and a drawbridge. But they think, oh, I'm going to open up the drawbridge, lower the drawbridge, open up the portcullis, and go to sleep at night. And oh, I've been infiltrated. No, you've invited the bad guys in. So just keep that drawbridge up, portcullis down, and nobody going to get in your castle, right? Today. Now somebody's going to develop some kind of firepower to break that gate down or break the walls down. We haven't seen it yet. And the people that are worried about quantum computing, again, let me bring this to your attention. 171 zeros. Today, in this day and age, the quantum computers cannot get at that kind of combination to try to find out which one's yours and insert it and open up the blockchain, determine where your goodies are, and execute to send those goodies somewhere else. It just costs too much money to do it. You can't run a computer that long, or a quantum computer that long, keep it cooled that long, and run the exploit for that long to be able to crack SHA-256. Actually, this is SHA-512 now because a passphrase is included. And we can get into that later. We've done that in videos with the Hex Late Show, with Day 43 OG, and Tangent, and Hex Hangout, who's a master of figuring these types of security questions out. He is a great boon to our community in terms of security, is Hex Hangout. Look for him.